Okay, today we are talking about the ethics of predator entrapment.
Predator entrapment.
Seen these videos, right?
Yep.
These guys, they all like talk to some predator
I think it's
investigator.
funny.
To Catch a Predator Amateur Edition.
Exactly. How do we feel about it though, boys?
All right, my favorite one
Oh my god.
is when they start fucking them up. Well, not like hard, right?
Yeah.
But like they'll just be grabbing them and throwing them in like it's like
Shoving them into
God,
walls.
yeah, and then they're like trying to run away, and then another guy will come up and push them, and they'll be like hitting store merchandise and shit.
Once they get hit one time while they're in motion, they're flying across the room. Yeah. And that's what I see. I've seen a compilation. I've seen one where they trap a guy by a tree and he's at a park and he's like, no, I didn't. He starts running. Homie's in the top of the tree, jumps down, kicks him on the side, and the guy falls. I've seen that.
Whoa.
I've seen one where they're at a supermarket, because that's where they usually are, and a guy takes a pumpkin from behind, hits the dude in the back of the head,
Pumpkin.
face plants, like KO, like, oh bro, this guy might be dead. There's a good shot he might be dead. Because a lot of these guys that are predators, they seem to be like anywhere between 85 to 95 pounds. Like, because they're tiny, skinny little dudes.
They're nasty dudes.
And when they get punched in the face, they just collapse like a bag of
built to
bones.
take hits,
No.
Yeah, they all have a weird look, huh?
Yeah.
They all look like they're...
Look like they wear backpacks.
They all look like they
Some sort of
developed
spectrum.
badly.
Yeah. Like there's developmentally delayed for a lot of them.
They look like they still go to
develop
playground.
like this desire for like kids when you are a weak, physically weak human being.
Something's wrong with them for sure.
You got diddled when you're a kid, and then you...
That's what it also is.
That's
Or
probably
they're
what it is.
developmentally delayed where they're like actually like they probably talk like a 12-year-old and shit. You know, like
Yeah.
this is kind of crazy.
But you know what it is too is that I think they're also the lowest intelligence pool because they are falling for the dumbest way to get caught.
Dumb.
True.
Dumbish.
Right. Because if you're gonna wonder like how come none of them look like A-list celebrity guys, it's like nah, those dudes be diddling too. They just don't talk to chats like that.
Yeah. They're smarter.
The lowest level of trap.
Exactly.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it Bradley Martin or one of those guys even caught like a major Hollywood producer?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
It was a different guy that caught him, but
He did a bunch of movies, right?
yeah.
He produced a bunch of
But
movies.
interestingly enough, no major news outlet publicized that at all.
I noticed that.
Yeah, not one. It was only like independent vlog and like just different internet people. They like didn't
And like
want,
Daily Mirror, I think.
they had
picked it
no
up.
interest in
Big
that.
deal.
Yeah.
It blew my mind though, like how many guys were into young boys. Cause like, and you can't tell, like the type of people that come and meet up. It's like a scrawny, like nerdy guy, or like someone that's just like, he looks like, I don't know, like a construction guy or
The Glendale Galleria one guy looked like me.
that one. Everyone keeps.
Funny. He was there to meet a boy.
The guy that was running.
Yeah, the guy's running.
I seen one like he looked like he was like 30, Filipino dude. And then they found out he was a teacher for like a local like middle school.
Oh, I saw that.
And like there's a couple of those where you're like, oh my.
How do we feel about like how these guys? It's amateur stuff, right?
Yeah.
So how do we feel about like it's almost vigilantism?
Yeah, but it's half I enjoy fucking people up
Yeah.
that can't defend themselves. It's half that, but it's half like I'm gonna disguise it as a favor I'm doing for society. Mm-hmm. But if it doesn't lead to a prosecution and there's no proof that he stopped doing it, what are you really achieving?
Yeah, because there's some where I see the guy who is approaching the predators. They don't hit them or anything, but they just question them heavy, and they're like tripping out, and then the cops usually come. There's like
Yeah,
one
I've seen
dude.
those. Those are cool.
Those are the ones, and then there's some where the guys who are filming, in my head, I can't really tell which one's the predator. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Same.
All kind of look sketch.
The bearded guy looks a little sketch too. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, is he?
It looks like they're kind of like you said, they're kind of, I don't want to say they're nerdy or they look like they're trying to just beat up people that are weaker than them.
Yeah.
And they just found a justification to fuck people
It
up.
definitely looks like
Especially Conatardo guys a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. Because the other thing, the question is like, okay, what happens when you catch this dude? You say you built the case of like text messages going back and forth between this dude, and you have clear intent. What happens if you beat the fuck out of him? Like, does that like
That's why I know.
do they get charged? Does that fuck things up? Do
Pick him
you?
up and throw him through a table?
Yeah. Do you get in trouble for that?
Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah, I saw one where we talked about this off camera, where the guy picks him up and he punches him midair and he collapses.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was really funny.
That was alley-ooping.
Yeah, that was alley-oop. It was a 3D from the Dudley Boys.
I think if you are doing it just to fuck people up, just say that's why you're doing it.
Yeah,
but like,
I agree.
when they try to make it about the justice thing, it doesn't make sense because it's like, I know that in their mind they're going, it's gonna make a guy think twice next time he's talking to a kid online. No, it's not. That guy was dumb enough to do that in the first place.
There's
He's
something
dumb enough
wrong
to
with
not
his
see
brain.
your video
There's
and get
holes in his
scared by
head,
it.
dude.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not there.
It's an unfillable hole.
Yeah, it's-
I don't
that's
think they
weird.
get smarter because they see these videos. They've already seen.
He deserves it.
He deserves it.
For sure.
He deserves it.
I remember like before, like remember Chris Hansen and they would catch.
Yeah.
This guy got set up twice on the same day. Like he got caught
saw
at
that.
McDonald's and then he came again, and then he was that stupid.
Yeah.
But imagine Chris Hansen's taking a phone book to these guys' faces and shit.
Steel chair.
Like,
You buy a four with barbed wire on it?
blanket party the guy.
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
think they get. I don't think they get more sly
No.
with stuff being out there. But I do like that they're fucking people up. I just wish they would own that more so I can appreciate it.
Yeah, they don't fuck them up hard enough.
I don't want to see people do it under the guise of being like a service society. I just want
Yeah.
to see them fuck people up just because those people are pieces of shit.
Those guys are already saying like, "You're not a cop, are you?" All that stuff. Like they're already really nervous about the whole thing. It's not like it's gonna stop them from the next time because they want to do that anyway.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Like one day they might mess up and then they fuck with the wrong dude, and that dude might fucking just pull out a gun, you know? Because those guys are really crazy. The child predators. I feel like one day that might happen. You know what I mean?
It could. But what sucks that is happening is that people are faking them.
Really?
Yeah, there's a group of people got in trouble because they were faking up where they would like they tricked this one guy into showing up, but they didn't tell the dude that it was an underage person. That guy thought he was talking to a real girl who was 18.
Oh, that's mess.
So he showed up and then they tried to film that whole thing and make a video out of it, but the four of them ended up going to jail
Whoa.
lit. Good.
because they were just falsifying the
Throw
content.
the book at him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
That's what worries me is like, how did they get him there?
And he was like a active
Right.
duty National Guard or some shit.
Oh shit. Yeah, because if they falsify, it's like if a that's fucked up. If a guy thinks he's just gonna meet a girl, maybe they like each other.
Yeah.
And then he shows up and they're like, "You pedophile." And they're like, "What?"
She was a kid.
You said you wanted to finger her.
Yeah.
And he's like, "She's-"
And they're like, is this you? But then, like, in
you
his
say that?
context, it wasn't a kid that he was
Right.
talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty dangerous. But because we just kind of believe it too when we watch these things. Like, oh yeah, they're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a really cool thing to do, but like you also feel, I think I just get annoyed by people who don't want to admit they just do it for content.
Yeah.
It's a social experiment.
I'm doing this for the good of humanity. Shit.
Virtue signaling.
Well,
But then action behind it.
Some people are now just robbing these too.
That's a fucking funny.
That's really
That's fucking funny.
That's really funny.
Like they show up and then they just steal.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
yeah.
gonna take
So
this. I'm gonna take this.
dude, there's a video. This dude pulls up.
That seems harmless, actually.
That's way better than what they're doing.
Yo, check this out. This guy pulled up. This guy pulled up.
Showing up thinking like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get to like touch a kid's butt, and then you just get jacked.
Take your big old TV, walk out with it, your AC, raid your fridge.
And there's no explanation.
There's no explanation.
There's no like, you know that was a kid, right? There's none of that. It's just give me your shit. And they're just like, where's that kid? Yeah.
Yo, wouldn't that be fucked?
Still waiting for the kid after.
You stick around, you're like,
They steal their car.
come on, you're late. I got robbed while waiting for you.
Yo, the wrong part would be, yo, I won't call the police. If you let me rob you, I won't call the police.
Let me rob.
That's pretty, but that's essentially what they're doing is they're socking people up because they know they can't call the cops.
But here's the thing, this guy was like, yo, cash at me right now. He said, well, I swear to God, we won't fuck you up.
Extorting him, yeah.
Cash at me. As soon as after he got cash apped him, all his homies, boom, 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 just fucking, dude, they all jumped.
That's already the
Visually,
bigger
that
crime.
sucks.
That's a bad
Visually,
deal.
that sucks.
No, because cash apping is not as good as like TVs getting hauled out of the apartment.
Visually, that's like,
Yeah.
I want that fridge. I want that water filter. That's like $500. Give me that.
Bro, imagine
Reverse
hiring
osmosis. I want that.
Imagine hiring a whole mover company. Oh, you agreed to it? I bet. All right, over here, this house.
Steal
The
appliances.
best would be if the afterwards hits him back up and goes, "Wow, you wouldn't believe what just happened." Are you still coming?
Yeah. Are you close?
I am still horny.
They stole my Ninja Creamy. Will you still come over?
Dang.
Looks like we're not making ice cream tonight.
Yeah, but fuck these guys, man.
Yeah. It's also a little bit pompous when it's like, I'm gonna go after these dudes for the crime that they might commit because I don't like that crime, but then I like this crime.
Wait, chiller.
Where do you watch it? Like,
Yeah,
because
where
I
do you
only
see
seen
these?
clips on Instagram.
It's on your algo, so if you watch it a
Yeah.
bunch, it'll pop
Give
up.
you the full channel link
Is it on YouTube?
everywhere.
Some of them
I
are,
see it on
yeah, a lot of them are on
A lot of them are
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
Just getting
It's very
caught.
popular.
Just write Predator.
It's super.
It'll
It's
come
all
up.
over Twitter, dude.
Predator, it'll come up before the movie does.
It's always the same bearded dude who's like, who always talking shit.
Yeah, and he's all big and he's
Yeah.
like shoulder checks dudes.
Bro, but the fact that he catches so many,
It's probably easy. Huh?
consistent.
I bet if Steve, like, if you were to reboot your show,
Yeah.
you could do it now with, but I think you could do it your own way.
Yep.
I don't know what I would do with the poor though.
Yeah. Besides rob them.
Yeah, I think robbing them's up there for me.
This is what I would do.
Dude,
We should money. Place a bet for me real quick.
We should hold we should have a brand like something like I'm a or whatever, right? And then when they get caught, we put that shit on their chest.
Oh, like a brand.
Vigilante shit.
Yeah,
Tagging
so
them?
they just can't. They live with that for the rest of their
a bat
life.
symbol.
Like, like I'm a that's it.
Damn, dude.
I've been fouled.
Or maybe we could do like a sponsored ad on Instagram or something where it's like, have you been attacked by these creators? And we show the creators who are like chasing and then we get their contact and then we rob them. We go to their house.
You
And
know, we robbed them. Yeah.
so
Dude,
instead of
that's
getting beat
actually
up, we just go
smart.
rob them.
That's
you know?
genius.
Hey, you hungry for justice? Check out Hungry Root.
Yeah. We could defend you. You might have a case. And then we figure out who they are and then we rob them.
But how do you know if the gonna be rich?
You just take what they got. What's your favorite thing in this house? And like, oh my.
Yeah, you can rob that guy. You can rob anybody.
just take what they got. What's your best Pokemon card?
Yeah.
We'll take that Charizard.
And if they got absolutely nothing, just steal their whole outfit.
Yeah.
right
Give me your
there.
shirt. Give me your shirt.
Steal their whole outfit?
Yeah.
Shirt, boxers, pants, shoes, socks. You know what?
Run
Leave
home.
the socks. Leave the socks.
Run
What
home.
did they do back in the day if this happened?
Throw them in water and see if they can swim like that.
Oh.
I think they
yeah.
executed him.
No, back in the day, you wouldn't get caught because a lot of them were already up in the house. What do you call
Think
it?
about like the dads, like the guy at the airport we talked about this
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Like, they just do it themselves.
Yeah.
I do wish that they would just die, but it sucks that you can't find a clean way to like administer that.
Yeah.
Omicron can though.
Omicron could.
Well, maybe I
Well, a lot of
am.
them are already in the government. A lot of them are already in the government.
Man, I didn't know there were so many people attracted to underage.
Boys.
But it is nice to at least be able to collectively target the roaches of that community.
Yeah.
You know, like these are the dumbest, probably the most lowest intelligence
Yeah.
of that type.
Yeah, because the mastermind are the scary ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you guys heard of? I think it's called Operation Underground Railroad or something like that. But
Harriet
it's a-
Tubman?
No, it's like it's based on that, but it's kind of like all of these law enforcement, like military dudes, whatever. But it's a non-profit organization to help traffic
Is this
kids.
the one from that movie?
Maybe.
Sound of Freedom.
Yeah, Sound of Freedom.
Oh, I didn't watch it yet, but I know because Tony Robbins is a big participant to it, and he was talking about it.
Dude, that'd be sick if Tony Robbins was catching us.
Oh, dude.
He's huge. Big old hands. He just grab you by the head, pick you up,
Dude, that fool's like 7 feet tall.
massive.
He's big. Yeah.
and he could probably help them. He could probably like give them some motivational like drills, and they'd be like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't be doing this."
What's a clean way to, if you can get, let's say you have A to B, where you can attract a to the position that you need them in, but what's the best way to like eliminate them without you having to like,
Touch them?
yeah.
Without touching
And where
them?
you avoid charges
would-
also.
Sexy kid with a box and a stick.
Sexy kid with a... And he's like, "Oh, hey, come over here. Come
Don't
on,
mind if I do.
Yeah.
And then the box falls on him.
A drone. A
Can't
drone.
get out.
Remember that stupid idiot Asian guy that like tried to drive away and then he crashed? It's like,
Yeah.
you leave the scene and be like, oh, that's just a regular accident.
I didn't do that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Like, what's the cleanest?
Just hand him a water bottle and say, drink
No,
this.
a drone.
It's poison.
Brian, you buy a drone, Ukraine style, but you put a big ass brick on it. 40 miles per hour.
Anvil. drop.
Dunk! At the back of the head.
No.
And technically, you didn't touch him.
I don't know if that holds up.
What if they're at the property right there, right where you want them, and then you cut the brakes in the car, and then you let them leave? Do you think they'll pick up enough?
But it
Yeah, but what if
endangers
it-
other people.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair.
Damn it.
Damn.
I
This is
would
hard.
train a pigeon to, after you meet them up, okay, and then they go home, and you train the pigeon to
To steal
go
his shit?
and blow them up.
I think that's way better.
Do you want to know the Omicron answer?
Yeah.
Because this is a fucked up thing that I
Okay.
may have or may not have done.
You're the brains.
If I'm selling you something on OfferUp, and you talk shit to me about either the price or the item, and you try to cuss me out,
Yeah.
I don't say anything back, but I actually tell you, okay, I'll take it. That's a great offer. Here's my address. That's gonna take you to a place where you don't want to honk your horn to say that you're there. And I'm gonna say, yeah, just keep honking your horn. I'll come out.
I didn't hear that. You want to honk it again?
Do you know how easy that is? And it's not your fault at all.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
true.
I could never-
You didn't force them to
Wow.
drive there. You didn't force them to do
You're
anything.
playing 3D chess, brother.
Yeah, 3D galactic chess, bro.
Galactic chess.
I just thought about that. I thought it was a fun plan.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
I couldn't come up with that.
Because there's a lot of streets on the map. All you got to do is go, where's the highest rate of homicide? What's the address? And you're just like, oh, it's so close. It's just right there.
People say I'm crazy, huh? Look at this
Well,
guy.
you are crazy.
This guy's genius.
Different crazy.
But that's an easy way to like, and then if you never like, that's it.
Yeah.
Make sure your car's all tinted too.
Yeah, you had nothing to do with that. That wasn't you. But if you're in the wrong place, doing the wrong thing, making a lot of noise, then-
Flash your lights a bunch and honk your horn.
yeah, it's not good to do that. I can tell you that. Dude, this real story, this dude, he was talking shit when I was trying to sell the Nova recently. This guy was talking so much shit.
What was he saying?
He was just like,
Piece of shit.
oh, dude, for that year, that price, it's worth more like this. Guy's talking shit. Idiot has a freaking, what's it called? Obviously, he has a Facebook, so we're talking on Marketplace. I'm like, let me just experiment if I wanted to find this guy, how easy it would be. And within like just a few clicks, his wife, her page, I guess they had a motorcycle stolen from her work. So she was like, oh yeah, if anybody knows, like please like call this number, let me know. Like, okay, that's there.
Yeah.
Her work is this bakery in San Bernardino, which is mad easy.
And you could take her number and find the address with that.
Exactly.
number.
The bike that was stolen has the license plate out, that registration. With a friend at the DMV, you get their home address. And I'm like, and all I did was I responded back and I go, hope your bike doesn't get stolen from the bakery again. And then I was it. And he just didn't say anything.
Nice.
Dang.
And I was like, you know how, like, you don't talk shit online unless you have your shit squeaky clean.
Yeah.
Like, it's too easy.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Shit.
The boogeyman checks stay under his bed for Omicron.
You guys know about...
That's why I like. That's why when you bring up this stuff, I like it, but then I don't like how like it's trying to be something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever you say, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you fucking say. Yeah, that's cool.
You guys know about the Alaskan Avenger?
No.
So the Alaskan Avenger is fucking badass story. He's doing like hella time in prison. But what he would do is go through the registry of the offenders, and he would specifically look for convicted diddlers.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah. And then he would show up and fuck them up and like beat them to death.
Jesus.
Dude,
And then-
come on.
To death?
To death. And then like there's a picture of him and his brother like smiling, right? And they're at court and he's got his sentence. And then the reason why is both of them were repeatedly abused in that way. So it was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. So they both plotted and like, dude, and then the way they would get these guys is pretty fucked up. But I was like, now that's Dexter shit right there.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Alaskan Avenger.
This fucking guy.
Yeah.
What? That's scary.
Huh?
Wow, that's very scary.
That's fucking scary, dog.
Video took a turn.
Hey, everything got quiet.
Bro, it is so easy though. People don't even know how
what I'm saying, like-
stupid they are.